I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now here comes the Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
Oh, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the 2-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon.
And of course, we fight out. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. So it's Jones versus Calzaghe, part 2. Of course, Calzaghe got dropped in their first fight, but then got back up and managed to beat Jones by a unanimous decision.
He forgot how slick, how smooth, how sharp, how crafty Jones Jr. was. Then, Calzaghe came back. The pace, the power, the southpaw style was enough, and the youth got him the win. Now these guys are going to do it all over again. Hammers rolled on. But both fighters have got a little slow. Both fighters have got a bit long in the tooth. Both fighters know what they've got to do. Both fighters know they respect the danger each man brings.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punch right up the middle. Insane action. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. As bad as... And there's the bell for round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. A perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round.
Come on, switch on.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchange punches. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. That jab won't score. Trade shots. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round.
What are you doing?
There's the bell for round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? He blocks the right uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who had... Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favour and pickpocket him.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Right uppercut can't find a home. And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Let's start the sixth. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
They exchange punches. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Catch and shoot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. That uppercut doesn't land. Jab misses. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe. Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
counter shot. No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe. And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
That counter punch caught him clean. This fight has a real good flow to it. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Oh, wait a minute. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Straight right just misses. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You never know with these scores. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, did
Julio Cesar Chavez making his way to the ring, a man that had 90 professional fights before recording his first loss. Not many fighters in the history of this sport can say that. King Rob.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Catch and shoot. Stop the hook there. That counter shot lands. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Might let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Do you believe this? These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. Left uppercut doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. out Chavez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. It's all offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a... Here's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Oh my goodness, Johnny. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Big shot, and down goes Garcia.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness. 2, 3, 4.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner somehow.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Boy, this next round is going... On to the 5th we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Just missed with that hook. And he scores with the counter. not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. He can't score with that uppercut. That uppercut can't get through. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Chavez in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on again. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some...
It happened. You saw it.